We're here with Fran Lost, and Fran Lost's entering our Client of the Year contest, and Fran's had really an incredible year, right? And we're going to be asking Fran a couple questions about his success and his story. And so Fran, how did you originally meet Body Blast?
So I originally found out about Body Blast through my company. Body Blast came in and they offered support for staff in terms of nutrition, health, fitness. And so I decided that it would be a good opportunity for me to take advantage of this benefit at my work. I mean, one, I feel that I overall had a pretty good idea of what health and fitness was about, but for some reason I wasn't able to really bring it all together, really sort of weave it together. And so my struggles and what I was dealing with, age, so I had finally hit 40 and I promised myself that I would do it, I would be fit for 40. The other thing was I had a good understanding of nutrition, but for some reason I wasn't able to connect the nutrition and the fitness aspect. And I wasn't really seeing results. I was basically maintaining, but I wasn't really getting to the point of where I was seeing optimal health. For some reason that was the magic number that I realized, whoa, okay, there's no turning back at this point. I have a family, I have 2 kids, and it was really important for me to maintain or actually even improve my health going forward as I begin to go into my 40s. I think the other thing is I had wished for a really long time just to be in top shape. And I think that for me was a really important factor, that I spent a lot of time wishing but really wasn't putting in the effort to make it happen. And so I was really determined that this time around it was going to happen. Like I said, I had a basic understanding of nutrition and what it takes to stay healthy. I had in the past joined other types of groups that were focused around health and nutrition, really more online support type programs. In the past, I had gotten involved in volunteering my time through the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, doing challenge sports, half marathons, triathlons, and certainly being somewhat of a novice, those were, I think, events that really basically sort of set the foundation for me wanting to be much healthier and fit. There was a direct correlation. I think that once I began to understand more intimately how nutrition can affect my body positively or negatively, and as I began to condition my body, those two basically systems really started to come together, and the nutrition was driving my fitness and vice versa. I mean, I was seeing a lot of results. The methods that I was following are in terms of nutrition, timing, so on and so forth, the really sort of easy, simple steps for me to take. And once I started following that and really committing to it, basically hit the tipping point. It really just started coming together for me. Macronutrients, I mean, certainly understanding, a lot about proteins, carbohydrates, and what they do. I mean, we hear a lot about that in the news, so you really, and, I think it's all about just having a better understanding, not necessarily that one is better than the other, but I think it was just really having a good understanding of how food, macronutrients, those types of things really affect the body. And once I understood that, and once I was able to connect that with my fitness and exercise, I was seeing the results. So for example, walking. I started doing a lot of walking. I ran in the past, but again, wasn't really seeing the benefits of running. So I decided, okay, I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to do walking based on the advice of you and other staff, and knowing that if I put time and effort into walking and was connecting it to the nutrition for the day, I was going to see better results. And ultimately I did. And the pictures show it. So in August of 2012, I weighed 181 pounds and I was about 23% body fat. April 27th, 2013, I weighed 156 and I was about 6.5% body fat. Wow. So quite a difference.
That's over 70% of your body fat you lost.
Yeah.
That's really huge.
It was an amazing transformation, and quite honestly, I think going into it, I had some healthy skepticism about it, but
Yeah.
once I really started seeing the results, I think that also helped for me to be much more motivated and inspired to get to the next level.
Absolutely. Was a physique competition, was that a goal that you had way back when, or was that something that came about during the process of the transformation?
It actually came about during the process. I quite frankly didn't expect to even do that. And then I think once I started seeing results and realized that, hey, you know, I'm looking good, I'm feeling fit, there's no reason for me not to do something like that. So it was really for me stepping outside of my box and really, quite frankly, my comfort zone, especially how I viewed myself physically in years past, that this was a huge confidence builder for me. I mean, I'm standing up on stage with other you know, men and women who are extremely fit, and you know, I felt I could hold my own, and so it was a really proud experience for me. It was an accomplishment, and I think too, going through this process with my family and having their support and seeing my boys, how this affected them or impacted them in a positive way, certainly it was great. It was a great experience.
Didn't see that one coming, right?
Not at all.
Oh, that's really cool.
Just freeing yourself up, just allowing yourself to trust the process. And I think many, many times throughout the time that I spent with Body Blast staff, there were days I would come in and say, you know, I'm not going to do this. I can't do this. It's not working for me. How am I going to continue on with this process? And then I think what it came down to is just I allowed myself to trust the process, and I allowed myself to trust the staff, that they knew what they were doing, that they were able to guide me, give me the tools that I needed. And once I sort of let go, then that's really, quite frankly, when I started seeing a lot of the results. So I think that's really the important first step, is just to trust the process. Patience, you definitely have to have patience no matter what, because you know, it takes time for you to get out of shape. It's going to take that much time to get back into shape.
Absolutely.
But I think once you realize that and you make that decision, you'll be amazed. What's next? Paying it forward, really. I mean, I think that, you know, I'm extremely proud of the work that I've done. And for me, you know, it's really about being an advocate for others who may be struggling. And I see that with even just my colleagues who have seen me go through this process. How did you do it? How did you do it? And, you know, really the advice that I've been able to afford them is really just that it's not just me. I mean, I'm not the lucky one who was able to get in shape. You can do it too. And I think part of it is just advocating really for those who are interested in getting in shape, looking for optimal health, so on and so forth, is just to step into it and do it. But moving forward, I mean, I have the tools, which is amazing, and I'll continue to work with Body Blast staff, continue to maintain the health benefits that I've received from this this program, and I hope to do another event within the year.
Really fun.
I've sort of stepped into this new world, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is very cool.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on a fantastic year. I mean, your pictures are amazing, and I know that you feel amazing.
Absolutely.
And we're super proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm excited to see your next peak, your next summit.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, and good luck on the contest, and keep it up.
Thanks.